I was told that being a 9 to 5 will keep you poor. I was told that being a 9 to 5 will never make you wealthy. I was also told that being a 9 to 5, you will not be financially free. They lied to you. 9 to 5 can make you super wealthy. 9 to 5 can make you totally excited. And 9 to 5 can actually give you everything that you want, even the freedom that you so desire. I'm from another school of thought where information that comes to you is actually trying to find out how you got the information. The problem is not the 9 to 5. Sometimes the problem is you do not know how to write offers. And that is why you should stick to the YouTube channel and finish this. I'm going to be telling you 5 things you need to do to change your entire finances having a 9 to 5. Number 1, become so valuable. I'll tell you a story, a fantastic story of a young girl that joined an establishment as a 9 to 5. She became so valuable. It was a real estate company, and she loved fashion. One of the very things that she did was to change the dress sense of the entire real estate company. Yes, your boss might not really see all your efforts, but are you even focused to so push your efforts and you become so noticeable? I tell you the truth, if today I had an opportunity to be a 9 to 5, I would still become a billionaire. And this is exactly what she did. Her value was so much that not only did their style of dressing, their uniforms, their t-shirts changed, they attracted somebody in another company asking, who did this brand? It was so much that it got to a time that even the boss friend started to ask, who is behind your brand? And they reached out to her. The second thing was make an offer. Most times, even when you have the value, you don't know how to make an offer. Even entrepreneurs, do you know how they make money? They make money based on the offer. A lot of people really are rich, not because of the work, but because of the kind of offer that they make. Many people are not excited about the job because they actually exchange their time for their pay and exchange their pay for things they buy. So you work for 1 year, you put it in a car, and what then happens? You become broke because you're actually working and spending. That's because you don't understand the importance of making an offer. I make an offer anytime I want to increase my expenditure. So my job doesn't pay for my luxury, my offers pays for my luxury. And that is what you gain when you come to the 10% challenge that we normally have every month. So as a 9 to 5, you can structure an offer in such a way that it becomes a win-win for your boss, for yourself, and for the establishment. There is no boss that can see a structured offer that will move an establishment from 10% to 1,000% that will not allow you to put your offer on the table. I recently started a training called the 9 to 5 Compendium, where I'm teaching people on how they can become so big with their 9 to 5. You don't need to quit that job. That a lie has been in the office for a long time doesn't make it truth. It's a lie. And I have proven it even in my establishment to say that 9 to 5 can actually walk you to the place you want to be. And that was why I wrote the first ever book on 9 to 5 is not a scam. And if you read that book and go through the book, you will learn the secrets of what you need to do with your 9 to 5. That's by the wayside. Reading the book is not enough, but taking the training is more important and even reading the book. So I said, making an offer is something that is very key. The number three, how valuable is your key set when it comes to, right now you can see AI is taking everything, but what I do cannot be replaced by AI. AI cannot be as intelligent because AI cannot be as strategic as I am. I'm an investment expert. AI will just gather information on what's happening about investment all around the world. But AI is not a spirit. So when you're talking about a 9 to 5, what is this thing that you alone can do it and you can do it absolutely well? How much of this thing have you mastered? There is what you call you learn to know or you learn to master. A lot of people learn things to know. They don't learn things to master. In our 10% challenge, we teach you mastery. It's when you master a craft that you can become so big. So if you are in a 9 to 5 and there is a challenge in that establishment and you master the craft of being the solution provider, so you are going to tell me that if you want to work in life cap today and I give you this challenge and you master the craft and you are just going to be there. I know that sometimes the bosses want to use you. You can only be used when you are also a user. Yes. So, and that is why when I started this training on 9 to 5, it cuts across both the staffs and the bosses. There is no boss that sees value that will not come to the table. So, are you mastering your craft? That's something else you need to think about. An alligator in America cannot become a lizard in Nigeria. Mastering of your craft is a science. It is not knowledge to know, knowledge to master. There's a difference between knowing and mastering. And most times, the difference between a super effective person is knowing and mastering. Mastering is spiritual. Mastering is more than the application of what you know. That is why it's called mastering. You are a master. Nobody does it the way you can do it. And everyone has something unique about them. Unique about them. You are unique. You were created. Look at the 10 talents. Look at the talents in the Bible. Have you ever thought of it? How come that the guy that was given 1 talent was the one that buried it? Why is it that the one that was given 5 talents did not bury it? Because even the master knew that the person lacked capacity, he lacked intelligence, and he lacked mastery. So he was smart enough. So even in your 9 to 5, are you the highest paid staff? Have you ever thought of it? If you find yourself in 9 to 5, what is it that you have done with what you were called to do? If it's not your calling, then you don't need to be there, because 9 to 5, it's a place for growth. So if you're doing something that is not consistent with your calling, you will definitely get frustrated. But if you're doing what you were designed to do and you know how to move by training, then by knowledge to mastery, you can make an offer. Like the story I told you. Do you know what finally happened to the young girl? The boss did not have a choice than to call her to say, can we add this to our establishment? Branding of t-shirts, making of t-shirts. And guess what? Who would take care of that new establishment more than who invented the solution? And because she has understood the importance of making an offer, instead of being a star, she made an offer to be a co-owner. So it's important that you know that it all begins from you. You can change the mind of your boss if you master a solution that is needed. You can become an high effective thinker. And once you get it right the first time, you can multiply your efforts into 10 times. But you need the training. Nobody gets things done without holding of hands. Training is important, but you need someone that has mastered. Nobody has ever written a book on 9 to 5. Everything I've ever seen about 9 to 5 are blah, 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 blah. Terrible things. But I tell you, move from one company to lots of companies by one thing alone. Don't worry, just excuse me. I'm not in a lecture that I cannot say I'm sorry. I won't take a call. I have to off my phone. That's also part of it. Learn to say no when you have to say no. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, it is possible. I have done it from one establishment to lots of establishment, and I say one tree can become a forest. And also to the boss. If you understand the importance of 9 to 5 and getting this compendium and ensuring that this new idea, you imbibe it, I tell you, if you are thinking of one company, you will own a global. Yes, it's possible. You just need to understand the secrets. There's secrets to everything. And you make up your mind that you are willing and you are ready to understand the secrets. And when you do that, both you, the boss, and the staff, it's a win-win. Thank you so much for watching.